She decided to call out this guy and called him a chopped man online.
I wasn't gonna talk about the chopped man epidemic until I saw this chopped man on my For You page, so let's talk about it.
Yeah, the absolute state of modern dating. He came up with a brilliant response video where he basically turned her gremlin ass into a commercial for his own skincare routine.
I wasn't gonna talk about the chopped man epidemic until I saw this chopped man.
Wow. How brilliant.
Just amazing. Now,
Creative.
needless to say, after he did that, things did not go well for her.
You guys are really going to enjoy the content that I have for you here today. It comes all the way from FBE Capital. We've gone over his content before in the past, and what this brother does is amazing breakdowns into the modern dating culture as it exists today. For the breakdown today, we're going to be taking a look at the massive delusion within dating apps. Now, MT Army, y'all going to enjoy this content right here. For the MTRers, listen. The point to watching content like this is to identify the behaviors that we are talking about within the confines of this video to ensure that you are not displaying this behavior, and also for you to understand in reality how men actually feel about the behavior that we are watching. So sit back, relax. We're going to put this one together and get all of the nougat, all of the assessment nougat up out of this one to help inform you into the future. So let's get active on this one without further ado.
In today's online dating world, modern women like to complain that all men on dating apps are ugly. But the irony is, dating algorithms simply present those women with the most likely equivalents. So when those women say all the men they're looking at are ugly, they're actually looking in a mirror.
Where are you finding these men? Because on the dating apps, everyone's ugly.
How can you be balding and still ghost me?
Balding and still ghosting, but baby love, you were the definition of average at best. Matter of fact, if there was a term in the dictionary that said average at best, the picture should be the one on the right. Absurd, but let's go.
I'm over it. I'm done with Hinge. I'm done with dating, and I'm done being discouraged because I'm so sorry. Everyone is atrociously ugly.
Golly.
And I bet you guys are gonna come in my comments and be like, well, you're chopped too. I'm not.
Big chop. Big chop.
You gotta know who's on your level in terms of attraction.
I'm very hot, baby. And you don't have to tell me I'm ugly because I know I'm not.
Whoa.
In reality, you would cry of happiness if me or her or any of the women in her comments section touched you.
God, please, no!
You would cry of happiness.
No!
If me or her touched you.
No!
In what way?
Oh, wolf lady.
We would be a match.
Oh,
The chopped man epidemic is real.
that's a man. Whoa.
I have told my friends for years that I get so genuinely irritated over the fact that men are so ugly.
It's ugly to call women ugly. I wasn't gonna talk about the chopped man epidemic until I saw this chopped man on my For You page.
And you don't have to tell me I'm ugly because I know I'm
The
not.
gall.
If me or her touched you.
Atrociously ugly.
It would not be the same if the roles were reversed.
You want to talk about opening up a video? I tell y'all gotta love this video right here. You understand me? Cinematic, pure movie magic. Anyway, this is essentially years of coddling feelings and emotions to a degree where you don't even understand how average that you are, or you believe that what you look like with makeup and filters on is exactly what you look like. And the virus is so strong that not only does it impact the modern woman today, but apparently, according to this snippet, it's impacted the modern man woman of today as well. The young man lady with the deep ass voice. Anyway, let's proceed.
That's right, boys. These are the top tier, grade A quality women calling all of you guys ugly.
How can you be balding and still ghost me? I just went to the bathroom and realized I put my underwear on backwards.
Oh, how will we ever recover from this? Now, ironically, you'll never hear men say something this moronic, that all women are ugly, since we all know there are plenty of beautiful women and hot guys all around the world. However, these dragons jumping on the all men are ugly bandwagon are just butthurt that they can't get a hot guy to put any effort in and
so
care about them, since he literally does not value them. And don't take my word for it, just take it straight from the horse's mouth.
Because men do not love us, or men do not find us attractive. I wasn't going to talk about the chopped man epidemic until I saw this chopped man on my For You page. And there aren't men that are like, wow, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. Like, they don't act like that towards us, right?
See, this is what I mean.
She's in pain.
Please drop a like if you think that women like this are just butthurt that they can't get a hot guy to commit. And comment down below what you think.
Here.
Because
Bomb.
I have never heard truly beautiful women complain about not being able to find hot guys, since beautiful women have zero problem attracting handsome men.
Yeah.
They usually complain about not being able to find men that are serious about dating them or about having a mismatch in values and lifestyle. But it's always the absolute gargoyles that will scream from the top of their lungs that there are no hot men out there, as if that somehow qualifies them as being hot as well.
I'm very hot.
And the thing is like, these are the troglodytes. Well, I guess, you know, not being race specific, but they would call into a Kevin Samuels show and like the chat would go crazy because it's just like, well, how can you command all of these different types of things? Like, have you looked at yourself or have you looked at your life, right? With the decisions that you have made, it's almost like you think that that doesn't come with any consequences that would negatively impact you within the dating marketplace, as if a guy of substance and of value and of strong financial foundation would want that shit. But instead of dealing with the reality of their situation, they delusion themselves into being a Lamborghini when they're really a Ford Pinto, which makes for great entertainment value. But let's proceed.
Men out there, as if that somehow qualifies them as being hot as well.
I'm very hot, baby.
Yeah, sure thing, dude. You see, these are the women that don't understand the difference between love and lust,
these are femme
and that
cells.
most men will f anything on a Tuesday night when they are bored and horny. That's why no matter how a woman looks, she will still get that, hey, come over to my place text.
I literally haven't been on a date in 2025. I've matched with like 80 people. We talk for a little bit and then I'm like trying. I'm like, do you want to go like get a drink, whatever? No, they just want to have sex. They're always like, come over.
See what I mean? Now I could just make this video about tearing into the looks of every one of these gerbils that call men ugly, but that's just too easy and everybody else is already doing this.
Okay.
No, I like to cut a little deeper
Let's
and
cut
go
deep.
after their soul.
Let's go, baby.
Always cut deeper, harder when there's fat and waste.
All right.
Oh, we shall.
Fat and waste
Because
is
if
crazy.
you call an ugly woman who is shitting on men ugly, she'll just brush it off as you being an incel.
True.
However, if you expose her bullshit, she's
Right.
gonna look like a moron, and trust me, she will be pissed.
The irony is twofold right here. They post these things in order to project what they're unable to get. Meanwhile, the more that they post, the more that men have access to this content. Let's say that she goes on a date and it works out well, and then he finds your page and he finds all this shit up on it. Then he never gonna take you seriously. By the way, read the tea leaves, baby. If they swiping right up on you, but they don't want anything besides your butt, then perhaps you don't look as good as what you think that you do. Let's go.
I said this quite poorly and I got clipped. God damn, I'm just so sick of people misinterpreting me.
Oh dear. I'm going to clip the f out of her. And by the way, that is not misinterpreting her. That is simply rebuttaling all of the bullshit that she's peddling.
Let's go.
Now, we're gonna have some more fun with this buffoon later on, since she actually chose to go after a guy on TikTok and call him ugly, and it backfired in a spectacular fashion.
Can't wait to see.
But before we do, let's first debunk a massive myth that a lot of delusional modern women seem to have, and that is the idea that dating apps are somehow locking all of the hot guys behind a paywall, and therefore, these women are only seeing the ugly ones.
Everything is kind of hidden behind a paywall now. Like, they're hiding all the hot people behind a paywall.
They are stuck behind the standout rose jail on Hinge. So I have to like either humiliate myself and send them a rose or pay to like release them from the jail. And I'm never about to do that.
I'm not going to pay to find a partner. Like, I'd rather be alone and have $7.
This is total bull, and not even these women themselves believe this, which is why they refuse to pay as little as $15 up to $50 a month to access this magical world that doesn't exist, since anyone would easily pay $20 a month if that would mean they suddenly get access to thousands of beautiful people.
Yeah, dudes,
I mean, for God's sakes, people are literally paying Equinox and other overpriced gyms well over $300 a month for that exact same reason.
Australia's like
best gym. It's a members only gym, right? And it's so hard to get into. It's like a $30,000 membership.
The ideal place to meet a guy over 35 in New York City. Equinox, before 7 a.m. though, and after 6 p.m., not during the day.
I was up at 5:30 because all the good guys go there before work.
Boutique gyms. Things like Barry's Boot Camp is a great one. You guys, the Barry Boot Camp and Chelsea, the hottest men alive.
You know, what's actually interesting about this is that, like, if you read books like The Psychology of Money, for example, you will understand sort of like what human behavior is underneath different price points. Like, let's say that it is true, right? I don't believe that it's true that Hinge is hiding certain dudes behind paywalls, but let's say that it is. Charging $15 for 30-day access signifies to them that it's not worth it. Meanwhile, if you charge $300, $400, $500, they will establish the price with value. This is why the luxury goods market makes no damn sense. The cost of a Rolex, a Richard Mille, right? None of that stuff makes sense. Or like luxury bags or like luxury cars, really anything luxury. But the price in combination with the controlled supply will increase demand if the marketing and the branding is done correctly. The price theory that I'm talking about is why Tinder now has Tinder Select, which is at like $500 per month. Most people take a look at that price point and be like, yo, how would anyone ever want that? But there are others, okay, that are more susceptible to the luxury goods market that are just like, well, higher price must mean higher value. And these companies absolutely know that. Nevertheless, let's go.
Bullshit, okay? We're not buying it. But more importantly, the whole goal of dating apps is to facilitate matches. Not necessarily successful matches, but simply matches. Since this increases the interaction with the app, keeps users on platform, and it fuels a need to keep coming back over and over again. Which means that if you are a woman who's only seeing ugly men, then guess what?
It's your league.
You are ugly. That is not my opinion. That is simply the algorithm god smiting your ass.
I'm really struggling as a 28, 29-year-old.
This is so true.
To meet men that want to date me that are my own age because they're all looking for younger women. It just makes me feel so undesirable.
Now, another woman who's not happy about the group that she's correctly placed in is this one right here, who's apparently very angry at what she thinks are the normal beauty standards set by men.
You don't know how to get off to a normal looking woman because you're so used to weird shit on the internet. You goon to weird looking alien plastic surgery messed up looking porn stars on Twitter. Normal human women don't have lips so big they look like they could explode if
She's so angry. But I don't even think that her beef is with men. I think her beef is with other women online that do this kind of nonsense to themselves.
Okay.
No guy looks at Lauren Sanchez, now Lauren Sanchez Bezos, and thinks, wow, that is beautiful. No, he thinks, wow, that looks fucking weird. And so yes, I actually fully agree with her that all of these Kim Kardashian wannabes look absolutely disgusting. And most men do not find these ridiculous levels of Botox, filler, and BBLs attractive at all.
It's weird.
It is clearly women themselves who are pushing this idea on other women. Now, since Bezos just married one of those freaks, clearly there is a market for it, but it doesn't mean that the majority of men want a plastic freak show.
True.
And since we're on this topic, what is up with these ridiculous fingernail claws? Like, what the hell is this? Now, further proof that this chick can't handle reality and likes to be disingenuous is the comment reply video right here.
It doesn't look like he's about to explain those nails, but it's funny because I was just looking at a video this morning of a dating coach explaining why women should have long nails like this. Let's watch.
Men marry the women with short nails and chase the women with long nails. My darling, let me give you a relationship tip and truly open up your eyes because this goes beyond nails. Men have a tendency of categorizing women. The short nail girl woman is a woman who will do all the housework, be the doormat, be quiet, be submissive, act like he's the hero. The long nail girls affords and is able to keep up with her grooming, can go to the manicure and get the long nails done, can take care of it. So in their mind, she definitely is not doing the chores. She's not cleaning the dishes. She's not cooking all the time. So how is she able to take care of him if he got married? Because these men, and I'm not saying all men are like this. I'm not generalizing men. I know there's so many healthy, amazing, lovely men, and I'm always supporting them. But to the men who are like this with this mentality. They think a woman they marry is not their partner, is their unpaid maid. The one who takes care of him, who does all the dishes, does all the cooking, does the childbearing, takes care of the child, but stays silent. He takes the decisions and she just obeys. Even in 2026, you have men like this. And I'm saying it again, not all men, because a lot of men think whenever the word men is used is generalized. I never generalize men, darling. But when I say this, men like to marry the woman with the short nails and like to chase the woman with the long nails. It's because they categorize women. And that is the sad reality. Just because a man is chasing you, is coaxing you to be intimate, does not mean he loves you. He's categorizing you, darling. So be careful of what men you give your attention to. And if you like long nails, have those nails damn long and proud of yourself. But just don't get attention to the wrong man who try to make you think that he likes you, but all he wants to do is use you and sleep with you, darling. If you want more relationship tips...
No, I don't want any more. I do wonder what her category would be for women that speak like this, darling. Personally, when I see them super long nails like that, I think worker. So I can understand her point to say that men chase those type of women as opposed to retain those type of women. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, just because she got short nails doesn't mean that she's soft or submissive or like any of that shit like that. So I'm going to disregard everything that she's saying.
Is not at all what happened, since she now pretends as if all she said was guys should shower a little more, and then all of these toxic men out of nowhere freaked out for no reason. No, that is not what happened. Let's take a look at what she actually said that got people riled up.
You guys are brain-rotted gooner freaks. There are so many cures to male baldness. You don't have an excuse. Get some rosemary oil, get a scalp massager, and get on Rogaine. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, they're hating us for things we can't control. Yeah, you can control male baldness. You can control your beer belly, and you can control your off-putting, strange personality that you have because you don't have hobbies.
Yeah, the male pattern baldness is not something that you can control. Now, there's things that you can do to help staff off. Like, for me, for example, I've been using minoxidil on these corners for like the last 10 years or so. When I was in grad school, I started to see a McDonald'ing, a Vegeta-ing, if you will, that was beginning to happen. And I was freaking out. I was like 28 years old. I was like, shit, 28? Shit, it's like 12 years ago. And I started using minoxidil because it's supposed to be for like the crown of your head. And I was just like, let me just try it on the corners. And it seemed to work. But I find it hilarious that she's talking about a man's attitude while exemplifying demon serpent witch woman attitude herself. Let's proceed.
You deceptive little minion. The shower part was clearly the least aggressive of that entire crash out, where she was clearly just raging at men for no reason, and the moment that men pushed back on her, she instantly pulled the victim card. And so this is what these modern women constantly do. They will come online, talk a bunch of shit about men, and then when they get caught out for it, they run and cry misogyny and pretend as if they did nothing to provoke the criticism. Which brings us to the queen of picking fights and then running away crying like a little rat.
It is inherently different saying that a man is chopped versus a woman. All of the people coming into my comment section calling me ugly because of this, I hope you get that back tenfold one day.
So it's okay if we do it, but it's not okay if men do it, because then it would hurt my fragile little fat ego. I've literally heard this argument used over and over again, like I showed in my Fat Girls Getting Destroyed in Dating video linked up here. And don't forget all of the women absolutely losing their minds over the Chris Rock joke, since it was about a woman. But they have no problem constantly shaming men for going bald. But it gets so much worse, since she decided to call out this guy and called him a chopped man online.
I wasn't going to talk about the chopped man epidemic until I saw this chopped man on my For You page, so let's talk about it.
Yeah, the absolute state of modern dating. This right here, calling him chopped. I mean, that is so insane, since these two don't even operate in the same universe. But hey, sure, whatever helps you survive your delusion, right? Now, after this dude got called out for being quote-unquote chopped, he came up with a brilliant response video where he basically turned her gremlin ass into a commercial for his own skincare routine.
I wasn't going to talk about the chopped man epidemic until I saw this chopped man.
Heart to heart and head to head.
Wow. How brilliant.
Just amazing. Now,
Creative.
Needless to say, after he did that, things did not go well for her.
I've never had so many people come together calling me racist and ugly.
This is amazing.
Oh, classic. I just love it when these virtue signaling idiots get called out and destroyed by the very same monster they helped create.
Wow.
Now, if you're wondering why the f did she write an entire essay about this dude, well, after she received a barrage of people calling her a fat, ugly, racist bitch, their words, not mine, she went on the defense claiming that she now survived this manosphere attack. I mean, how to be melodramatic, man.
Yeah. Listen, she threw stones from a completely glass house, and it's because she's deeply insecure about what it is that she looks like. So she projected onto somebody, but that somebody fought back in the best way possible, in a way to continue to line his pockets. And in response, because of course, again, she's got no damn foundation to stand on, she's going to victimize herself, talking about surviving the manosphere. Meanwhile, she started the altercation. Ma'am, give me a break.
Now, first of all, I checked the comment section of that video, and there were hundreds of women dunking on her. So to pretend as if this was some coordinated sexist attack from the manosphere is just complete nonsense. And second, this dude is Indian, so if you know anything about social media trolls and Indian scammers, then you know that Indians will go absolutely insane if they believe anyone is insulting Indians online. So yeah, I have no problem believing that she probably got a lot of messed up messages from a bunch of weirdos, but hey, that is what happens when you choose violence online, right? There was no reason for her to make that video calling this guy Chop. So after she got exposed for her idiotic take, she tries to now move the goalpost by pretending as if it was never about his looks, but calling men Chop was actually about personality and hygiene.
Not like genetically chopped. That's not the point of my video. The point of my video is that you're being a dick. She's saying y'all don't wipe your asses and don't take care of yourselves.
Oh, just stop lying, you idiot. Because the original video that this guy responded to that kicked all of this off was never about personality.
Yeah. So as we're all very much aware, we are living through a chopped man epidemic. It's gone so bad to the point that, like, if I see an attractive man, it genuinely makes my day.
The original gremlin that started this never even talked about personalities, since she was talking about a guy that she saw from a distance who was sitting in a car.
I was walking on the sidewalk earlier and I saw a cute guy in his car.
She's saying y'all don't wipe your asses and don't take care of yourselves.
But this is what women like her do all the time, since they can't properly debate someone and they completely crumble when they get even the slightest bit of pushback. And this becomes even more obvious when you see that she can't even be consistent with her own beliefs.
Men do not take care of themselves like women do.
Okay, so now all of a sudden it is about guys not being able to take care of themselves, right? Then why are you critiquing this guy for taking excellent care of himself?
But you are a looks maxer. Like, you put a lot of effort into your appearance.
Men do not take care of themselves like women do.
You're really insecure about your own appearance, which is evidenced by the fact that you're a looks maxing account. Like, all you post is looks maxing.
See what we're dealing
to talk about looks maxing, and at the same time you are burying yourself under 4 to 5 layers of makeup, is peak irony. I mean, shit, the man is not even putting on makeup. He's just doing a skincare routine and then selling his product. That's a skincare product. Whereas you are physically hiding what it is that you actually look like. And this is the exact double standard that just never gets talked about or addressed. These are the same women, again, that complain about what a man cannot change and being male pattern baldness, and at the same time will also get upset at men for left swiping if we see all this damn makeup in the photos of their dating profile. Make it make sense.
With here, she's now saying that he's taking too good care of himself and spending too much time on it, which, by the way, is very rich coming from someone who literally does makeup content 24/7. Obviously, her brain is just two people beating piñatas. I mean, how do you not see the astronomical levels of hypocritical bullshit you're involved in?
You're really insecure about your own appearance, and there aren't men that are like, wow, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. Like, they don't act like that towards us.
This was the insane delusion of modern women on dating apps. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos.
Guys, I'm going to put a link down up in here for FBE Capital's video. He also called out another video that he had up in there. Feel free, go over there and go check it out. Man, fantastic work. Fantastically put together. And I think to summarize what's happening here, it's almost like the clips or the examples that were being utilized here are meant to show the extreme gap between your self-perception and the results that you actually get. A lot of these chicks think that they qualify for best in class or a high value man, but their dating results reflect completely differently. And then their mind begins to delusion themselves, or because they lack accountability, they begin, or like self-perception, then they begin to find any way that it is someone else's fault, and also results into their projection and towards men, and it often comes off as completely negative. Instead of adjusting their strategy, improving their expectations for where they are at within their lives, or even improving themselves, instead they just double down on the fantasy that they live in. But the problem is that reality will always collect. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the content here today. Drop me a comment down below if you agree with the things that I'm saying, if you disagree with the things that I'm saying. And again, shout out to FBE Capital for the lovely breakdown. This one was just oh so good. But I love you guys. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell a man you can't jack. The big the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell a man you can't jack. The big the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. That bar need a fibrillation ASAP. Get boxed with a straight gap. I'm reminded of mind state they lack. Every time that they incline, we go way back. All they wanna be is just